Good morning, everyone. Sorry about that. I tried not to sneeze just as the stream started. Bad timing. Anyway, how is everyone doing today? We have. I hope we're having a great day. Welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel and the 49th coffee stream. I hope we're getting ready to have some fun here. We've already got some people here. We've got Michelle, we've got Churchy, we've got Ghost Dog. Let's see. Oh, you're making Chinese food while you listen. Sounds good. And hello to those who have not said hello yet. I hope we're having a good day. I've got my coffee here. I've had a quick bite to eat before we started. Sorry about that. Just taking a sip of my coffee as I say. I have my coffee right here. And I've got a bunch of news, and including Pincalo's story that I forgot to read yesterday. Hello, Rolling Bear. Hello, Robert Burke. So, and Pincalo's story, because I forgot to read it yesterday, is the titular article today. So, not only will I read it today, it is the titular article. So, there we go. I hope I've made up for it. So, let me get into my DMs and we will get right to the news because I have about 8 stories, I believe. So we've got quite a lot to go through today. Gun Fox has sent me quite a few. I found one. I think it's one. I think I've only contributed one today, and the rest are from Pincalo and Gun Fox. I could be wrong. I could have found a couple more, but oh well. We have news. That's what's important. We have news. All right. All right. Let's just get into the Twitter machine here. Because for some reason, even though I have the stay logged in thing checked, it still doesn't stay logged in. All right. We're in now. Okay. So, we're going to start with one that Gunfox sent about half an hour ago. Because it's just really fucked up. And shout out to Gunfox because he's at work. And won't be able to catch this live. So shout out to Gunfox for all the news he sends. All right, headline. Come on, load Safari. There we go. Come on. I know you're here somewhere, headline. There it is. Okay, are you ready for this headline, people?
Heading level 1. Teenage girl auctioned off on Facebook without social media firms' bosses noticing. You are current.
Teenage girl auctioned off on Facebook without social media firms' bosses knowing. Isn't that awesome?
Heading level 2. That a girl could be sold for marriage on the world's biggest social networking site in this day and age is beyond belief. Link. John Sharman.
This is from The Independent, by the way.
Black on white. 18 minutes ago. 0 comments. Bookmark. Post. D69. Click to follow. Link. Facebook. A father was able to auction off his teenage daughter for marriage on. Link. Facebook. Despite the social media giant having a 30,000 strong community moderation team. You are currently...
This happened on Facebook, where you can get your account taken down for showing breastfeeding pictures. But shit like this and fucking live videos of basically torture and rape are perfectly fine, apparently.
Children's Charity Plan International said 5 men in South Sudan had begged to wed the 17-year-old, possibly including high-ranking government officials. You are currently on a text. A wedding ceremony was held on November 3rd in the country's eastern Lake State region, the charity said, but Facebook only became aware of the auction 6 days later, more than 2 weeks after it was originally posted.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck is wrong? This is... Ugh. This makes me want to fucking take my Facebook account down.
Complimentary. Heading level 2. Read more. Link. Link. End of. This barbaric use of technology is reminiscent of latter-day slave markets. George Auden, The Charities. Link. South Sudan. Country director said in a statement that a girl could be sold for marriage on the world's biggest social networking site in this day and age is beyond belief. You are
It kind of is, actually, because they're all about policing content, right? But this shit it's perfectly fine. Oh, hi, Hey Camel. We're reading about teenage girls being auctioned off on Facebook for marriage. Isn't that awesome, Hate Camel? I say with complete dripping sarcasm.
While it is common for dowries to be used in marriages in South Sudanese culture, nothing can excuse the way this girl, who is still a child, has been treated as nothing more than an object, sold off to the bidder prepared to offer the most money and goods. You are currently on a text element. Link. 316. The charity urged the government of South Sudan, the world's youngest country, to suspend any officials found to have been involved.
Why does it matter how old the fucking country is?
More than half of women aged between 20 and 24 in South Sudan had been married before they reached 18, according to the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund. You are currently on a text at link. UNICEF. Data. 9%. Link. Were married before age 15. You are Plan International said the girls before
age 15. 9% were married before age 15. That's a lot. How much for the women? Hi, Blind. This is messed up, says Jesse. Hey, Camel, I don't know. It doesn't say. It doesn't say how much the woman was bid for or sold for.
Plan International said the girl's father auction received 500 cows, 3 cars, and $10,000 in exchange for his daughter.
Okay, well, that's how much. 500 cows.
Plan International said the girl's father auction received 500 cows, 3 cars, and $10,000 in exchange for his daughter, after putting her up for auction late last month. The CNN News Channel reported that the auction had been posted on October 25th. Facebook told The Independent it became aware of the girl's father's post on November 9th and removed it within 24 hours. You are currently on
October 25th to November 9th? Not a Blues Brothers fan, I see. No, I actually haven't watched the Blues Brothers, and Pincalo, if he were in chat, would be like, come on, because he's a Blues Brothers fan.
A Facebook spokeswoman said, any form of human trafficking, whether posts, pages, ads, or groups, is not allowed on Facebook. We removed the post and permanently disabled the account belonging to the person who posted this to Facebook. You are
Yeah, that'll do it. It still happened.
We're always improving the methods we use to identify content that breaks our policies, including doubling our safety and security team to more than 30,000 and investing in technology. You are currently...
Yeah, but... So, that didn't do anything. And again, I say, stuff like this and all of those live videos that were going around about the, like, different torture and different, like, rape things and, like, it's crazy. Why is that okay? But somebody who's deigning to speak ill of anything left of fucking Marx is a horrible person and needs to have their shit taken down.
Heading level 2 items. World news and pictures. Corbyn led support for Syria's...
And this is fucking...
Button. November 20th. November 18th.
I think that's the end of the story. And this is a person that's been trafficked on Facebook. Oh, hi, Straight Sith Mail. I thought you were a Blues Brothers fan, honey. I was about to type the bid was 5G, but they bartered with animals. This is sick. Yeah. Animals, cars, and money. And I love how suddenly the 30,000 people they hired for the midterm elections are now there. What? And sorry, honey, that dictation turned it into a garbled sentence. We're on a mission from God to get blind to watch the Blues Brothers. Blues Brothers 2000 was ew. No, I think they mean I think hate means the original Blues Brothers. Oh, I was wrong. The story's not over.
News of the auction emerged as Facebook came under renewed scrutiny over its response to link Russia.
Oh, here we go.
Election influence campaign and its ability to respond to disinformation more widely. You are current
Russia's election influence campaign, huh?
Employees at link. Mark Zuckerberg's company had been aware of Moscow's attempt to influence the 2016 U.S. presidential election for longer than it had previously admitted, according to a New York. Facebook also hired a public relations firm to company had been aware of Moscow's attempt to influence the 2016 U.S. presidential election for longer than it had previously admitted, according to a New York Times report last week. You are currently on...
Oh my God!
Facebook also hired a public relations firm to discredit critics of the social network by linking their funding to philanthropists. Link. George Soros, a newspaper reported. Alex Damas, its chief security officer, said operations head Sheryl Sandberg, you are currently on it, link, had yelled at me when he revealed that he had no confidence that we found out everything the Russians were up to, and it was quite possible that things would get worse before we built the teams and invented the technology necessary to stop it.
Oh my God, really? It's always about Russia. Oh my God. And what will stop him from making another account, says Ghost Dog. Exactly. Exactly. Absolutely nothing.
Frame. Support free thinking journalism and the company is also still reeling from the support free thinking journalism and subscribe to independent mind. The company is also still reeling from the link. Cambridge Analytica data scandal, and its top executives have faced further calls to submit to questions by politicians in several countries. You are current.
Yes, because they fucked up.
Mr. Zuckerberg has insisted he has no plans to step down as chairman despite criticism of Facebook's business practices. You are currently...
Of course not. Because he's a narcissist.
That's not the plan, he told CNN. I am currently not thinking that makes sense. You are currently on it. He added that Miss Sandberg was a really important part of this company and is leading a lot of the efforts to address a lot of the biggest issues that we have. And she's been an important partner for me for 10 years and I'm really proud of the work that we've done together. You are complimentary. More link. Face link. Russia. You are currently...
Now it's over. But seriously, they're going to tie that to Russia again? Of course they are. Of course they are. Russia, Russia, and Russia is the march of the anti-Trump. Yep. You're right, Ghost Dog. You are absolutely right. It's still ridiculous, though. Sorry about that, guys. So this is another one from Gunfox. VA cancels. I'll just let the voiceover read it. Let me find the headline here. Come on, load all the way. There we go. All right. I seem to be finding the headlines easier today. Hooray.
Heading Level 1. Veterans Affairs unexpectedly canceled overtime work to address GI Bill claim backlog. The VA's regional offices reopened on Monday, but the canceled work came less than 2 days after a House committee demanded answers on delayed payments to veterans. So they were told to basically provide an audit, it sounds like. Let's try again. Russia's the new commies. You gotta have a boogeyman. Mother Russia did nothing. All right. November 20th, 2018/8. By Phil Mikosland. Less than 2 days after a House committee demanded answers on why computer problems were delaying veterans' GI Bill payments, the Veterans Benefits Administration unexpectedly canceled its weekend work at 3 regional processing centers at the last minute on Saturday morning. Well, that's silly. You've been told to... freaking provide a reason why your computers aren't providing your veterans their payments, and instead of fixing it, and you cancel your overtime work so that you don't get it done. That makes no sense. A VA spokesman said a system update stymied the agency's attempts to work on its backlog of benefit claims, putting a halt to the mandatory overtime order to address the problem. You are currently... But, wait. Less the VA spokesman said a system update stymied the... A system update? Seriously, you're going to blame a system update? Why can't you be there to... How does that help, says Ghost Dog. I don't know. I do not know how that helps. It seems counterproductive. But shouldn't somebody, at least a few people, be there to monitor the system update and make sure that it's going, make sure it's going okay? And what if it finishes before you think it's going to, what if it finishes before you you think it'll be done, and you can start work on figuring out why things haven't been done? Link. NBC News previously reported that computer problems have caused GI Bill benefit payments that cover education and housing to be delayed or made incorrectly. You are currently on a text link, forcing some veterans to face dire financial circumstances. period. In response to the delays, the Veterans Benefits Administration's VBA Education Service placed the regional processing centers on mandatory overtime, including weekend work, and hired 202 additional workers. You are
Okay.
At Thursday's hearing before the House Veterans Affairs Committee, VA officials were unwilling to offer a concrete date. You are current link, or even an estimate. At link, or comma for when the problem might be fully resolved, but said they would continue with mandatory overtime to address the issue.
Okay, so they didn't have an estimate as to when they'd be fixed. The problem would be fixed, but they had hired extra people and they were doing overtime. So then why would they cancel the overtime?
The plan going forward is to continue our overtime work, continue to have the improved processing provided by 200 additional processors. Link. General Robert Worley, the director of VBA's Education Service, testified on Thursday. We're focusing, as I said, on the old work first. We're handling hardships as they come in, and that's the ongoing effort that we've gone through since the peak of this fall, which was 207,000 claims on September 4th. You are currently on a text element inside of web content. To exit this web area, press Control, Option, Shift, up arrow. Link. Testified on Thursday. The VA confirmed that it alerted employees at 9 a.m. ET on Saturday that all overtime work on education claims would be canceled at the 3 regional offices, but it did not respond to multiple requests for comment on the number of workers who were told to stay home.
Wait,
You are currently on.
All the overtime is canceled? Why? Also, you can test to see if it... Wait. Oh, hi, Jacob. Hello, Jacob Neville. Also, you can see if the update had worked. Yeah. Hi, Goatman.
Stars and Stripes. Link. Reported last week that overtime has cost about $300,000 every week since the beginning of August, totaling about $4.5 million.
Well, then maybe they should have fucking fixed the... Maybe they should have fixed the system before now.
The House Veterans Affairs Committee, which held Thursday's hearing, began to investigate the matter on Saturday after they found out about the canceled work, a committee aide told NBC News. The committee believed it was an internal communication issue with the federal agency, the aide said, as VA officials told them the system was not down. However, the payment system became unavailable when they input new compensation and pension rates that are to take effect December 1st.
Weird.
Education staff were told that this wouldn't impact processing of education claims, but they were wrong. The committee aide said, as such, they canceled overtime this past weekend.
Okay, so it's just that past weekend while they fixed the issue there? Is that what I'm hearing? This is a confusing way of imparting the information here.
Kurt Kasher, a spokesman for the Department of Veterans Affairs, said that full operations at the regional offices resumed Monday morning and that the canceled overtime would have little effect on VA's overall education claims processing, as the department's education claims inventory is trending downward.
Trending downward. So that's a fancy way of saying they're slowly but surely making their way through the pile of things. Oh, yes. Happy American Thanksgiving, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving to my American viewers. I hope you guys are going to have an all right day.
Heading level 4. Related. Link. News.
Oh,
Heading Kasher. Senator Mike Pence. Kasher denied that thousands of veterans had waited months for payment or been made homeless by the delayed payments.
He denied it, did he? Well, does that mean it's true, or does that mean he denied it?
Senator Mike Pence, RYO, the chairman of the Senate Budget Committee, however, sent a letter to Veterans Affairs Secretary Robert Wilkie on Friday, asking him to address the multiple reports that the delayed payments have put student veterans in difficult financial circumstances. The chairman also asked how much money VA had spent to address its computer system, the number of employees working on it, the status of the IT upgrades, the amount of time it will take VA to correct its payments and send them to veterans, how much is owed to student veterans, and how VA is communicating with students and schools about the delays. These problems have forced our veterans to go without money to pay for basic necessities like food and rent, with some facing potential eviction or the prospect of getting kicked out of school. NC said in a statement, they deserve better.
Yeah, they fucking do. Tomorrow will be my cousin's daughter's first Thanksgiving. Oh, that's awesome. Welcome to dealing with the VA with the face palming emoji. Yeah, Ghost Dog. This sounds is similar, but a little worse than what's going on up here, because the federal government owes something like 270,000 vets, national police, and like widowed family. But about 160 something $1 million in back or miscalculated pension. So it's but Trudeau has money to give terrorists that were in Gitmo. Yeah. I hope you guys are going to have an all right day. As an American, this is how I hope. This is how I thought. This is how I assumed a Canadian holiday greeting would sound. Oh, God. Pincalo. You're going to have to tweet that to Monkey. Pincalo says, I just thought of an LOTN title for tonight. Who cornholed the butterball? Everyone spam that to Monkey. Yes, everyone spam that to Monkey.
The VA said as of Saturday that it had approximately 51,000 pending post-9/11 GI Bill claims. According to Cashier, each education claim is processed in 24.3 days for original claims and 17.3 days for supplemental claims. You are currently on a tech.
Okay, so either just over 3 weeks for original claims or just under 2 weeks for supplemental claims. And it's 51,000 back claims. That's a fair number. I'm sending it to him, but I'm giving him zero context. Awesome, Hate Camel.
VA's education claims inventory includes claims that are as new as 1 day old, and not all involve payments, such as initial applications or changes of programs. Cashier said in an email to NBC News on Saturday, approximately 1% or fewer of VA's education claims are more than 60 days old. We continue to monitor closely and prioritize these claims. You are currently on it, Phil McCausland. You are currently link. You are.
Okay, so that's the end of that story. So it looks like they're trying to clean it up, but it's sounds like it's a slow freaking process. I'm playing Rainbow Six Siege right now, so I can't send it. Is that a good game? Okay, let's see here. Okay, here's my disability story for the day. It's a big virtue signal. It's a very big virtue signal. Ah, coffee. Okay. Yes, it's a good game. Awesome. Oh, guys, we're picking it up, hoping to pick up the PS4 on Friday, because Best Buy's got a good sale, and so yeah, that'll be happening. So I'm super duper excited, and I want to thank you guys again for helping and donating. Having dealt with the VA before, I could say that 3 weeks plus or minus isn't too bad. Yeah, no, it doesn't. 3 weeks isn't too bad in the grand scheme of things. And hello, Atomic Squid. You seem to be a new person. Good morning to you. Let's get to the next, or let's get to this headline here. What is going on? Jesus. The website just went cuckoo for a second. All right. Here we go. You ready for this virtue signaling story? Yeah, I know. I know you have to get PlayStation Plus. I'm trying to figure out the I live in Canada. Justin Castro has got to go. I'm trying to find what the membership cost is per month versus per year. Either way, I'll be, yeah.
Heading level 1. Disabled Iranian woman seeks new opportunities in the West.
Disabled Iranian woman seeks new opportunities in the West. They make 1-year PlayStation Plus cards? Oh, okay. Justine. Oh, okay. Well, then I will be using, because the Black Friday deal we're taking advantage of is a really good deal. So I'll probably have enough money left over to buy a 1-year PlayStation Plus card. So I will do that. Yes, Jesse, what is the going rate? Jesse's asking what's the going rate. All right, let's read this.
Play. The Associated Press.
It's an Associated Press article.
Updated November 21st, 2018. In this photo taken Tuesday, November 13th, 2018, Mahana Jami, 34, Center, talks on the phone while inside a government-run camp for refugees and migrants in Basilegrad, some 250 kilometers southeast of Belgrade, Serbia. As a little girl in a wheelchair in Iran, Jami used to watch other children play on a slide and wondered why she couldn't do the same. She then made a promise to herself to always dream big and never let her disability stand in the way. Marko Drobnjak.
Hey, you know what? This is going to sound really terrible to say, but at least she was lucky enough to be giving a at least she was able to have a wheelchair in Iran, because yeah.
In this photo taken Tuesday, enter in this link, share, link, adjust, link, many years, Basilegrad, Serbia. As a little girl in a wheelchair in Iran, Mahana Jami used to watch children playing on a slide and wonder why she couldn't do the same. She made a promise to herself to always dream big and never let her disability stand in the way. Play. Many years later, as a 34-year-old woman, Jami is now pursuing a dream of life in a free country somewhere in the West where her disability is recognized and accommodated, and the chance to scale the world's tallest towers using only her arms. You are currently on
a chance to scale the world's tallest towers using only her arms. I thought you knew that update, honey.
Pause.
It's I don't. Yeah, I
Play.
thought you knew that they changed that, sweetie. It's Microsoft neither or blah. PlayStation Network isn't free, and neither is the Xbox
Pause.
Network. Hi, Sora Luna. But if we use, yeah, if we use some of the money left over
Play.
from the sale, we can get a year PSN card.
Pause. Jamie's journey started when she left Iran, first to go to Turkey and then to Serbia, in hopes of eventually moving to a democratic and prosperous Western nation where she believes disabled women enjoy more rights and opportunities than in her native country. York.
Well, that's not a belief, that's a fact. But okay.
She has since joined thousands of migrants from the Middle East, Africa or Asia who are stuck in the Balkans as they try to reach the wealthy member states of the European Union. Play. Most migrants are in camps or sleeping in the open throughout the region, with concerns mounting over the situation as the tough Balkan winter approaches. Serbia's EU neighbors Hungary and Croatia have been turning migrants back. Hungary has erected 2 rows of barbed wire fence along its southern border while Croatian police routinely face accusations of violence against migrants, which they have denied. Pause.
Well, okay, because these are migrants. Again, you can't just
Play.
Happy thanks, Krilling. Happy thanks, Krilling, Krill. The memory cards.
Pause.
Yes, we'll take the money we were going to use to buy the memory cards and we'll just use that. Pink Hollow, I'm glad they make those 1-year cards, says Jacob Nevo. Cult of Krill says Pink Hollow, it's 60 a year. PSN is 60 a year. To make up for it, you get a couple of free games a month. Some of them are pretty good. Speaking of, I gotta start the pumpkin pie and stuffing, says Straight Sith Mail. I don't like either one of those things because I'm a weirdo, but I do like turkey. I know. It's an inside joke, Jacob. Pink Hollow and I were going over all the things that we needed to get. The console, the games, an extra controller, because the bundle that we're gonna get only comes with 1 controller. And then he goes, and don't forget, we need to buy memory cards. And I'm like, wait, why? And he's like, oh, wait a minute. That's right. They don't use memory cards anymore. Boomer gamer moment. Goatman says, I love pumpkin pie and turkey. I like apple pie. Most pie I like, says Jesse.
FSK_. Jamie is currently staying in a small, government-run center in Basilicgrad, a remote mountain town in southeastern Serbia, on the border with Bulgaria. Jamie's husband and adopted son are also there. You are current.
Okay, so she's lucky that she's with her husband and her son, and she's she's in a center, like she's not outside or anything. She's in a center. She's had a wheelchair since she was a kid. So she's trying to get to a better place so that her disability, so that she can take advantage of the better treatment for disabled people in the West. I can understand that. Why is this news? And why is this overcoming adversity and stuff? I like cherry pie, says Pinkalo. Is it wrong that I actually like that song? Excuse me. That damn my stupid chest still has crap in it. Like I feel perfectly fine, but I'm still coughing. It's really fucking aggravating.
Motivated rather than limited by her disability. Her legs were paralyzed by polio. Jamie has always been a fighter. She has earned a master's degree in chemistry, tested her boundaries with swimming and weightlifting, and broken records by climbing nearly 2,000 steps of Tehran's landmark Milad Tower in 2013, pulling her body up by her arms. You are currently on it.
Okay. Polio does not stop you from attaining a master's degree. It might do in the third world, so good for her for overcoming that. But seriously, the thing that she's overcoming is being a woman in a third world country and obtaining a master's degree and doing things that would be, unfortunately, would be inspirational news here, but at least it would be something that wouldn't be balked at. Do you know what I mean? Duck dog, I like hair pie.
Her decision to try to seek more freedom and opportunities in the West reflects hopes harbored by many migrants who are ready to endure hardship and wait for months, sometimes years, for a chance to fulfill their dreams. You are
her hope. Okay, so is this a story about disability or is this a story about migration? Pick one. Which virtue signal are you trying to do? Or are you trying to do both? Article. Which one are you trying to do here?
I always wanted to be a girl who walks down the red carpet and is capable of making her dreams come true, Jamie told the Associated Press in an interview. A girl who can turn her dreams into memories, in every sense of the word. You are current.
Well, you're not going to be able to walk down the red carpet, so sorry.
Full of hope and anticipation, Jamie smiled broadly while showing the visitors her many certificates of excellence from Iran. Carefully made up and elegantly dressed, Jamie appealed to world governments and organizations to help her receive the medical care she needs and raise her above the limitations she said Iran has imposed on her. You are current. I am not a war refugee. I am not a Syrian or Iraqi, but the war I had to fight in Iran to make myself recognized was harder than any other war, she said. I want to go from here to a country where I am understood and my legal rights can be granted to me. Play. Pop.
I'm sorry, but no, it was not harder than any other war. No. That's no. No.
Play.
Pinkalo says, I told you so. Yeah, we were talking about this article earlier. Yeah, I see what you mean, Pinkalo.
Pause.
No, it's not weird if you told Tonka Happy Thanksgiving. Okay, just shut up, you emo brat, says Jesse. Yes. Put another coin in my jar, thank you. Yes, Pinkalo, you're right.
Jamie came to Serbia in a surge of arrivals from Iran after the two countries introduced visa-free travel for each other's citizens last year. Serbia recently abolished the deal under pressure from the EU. You are currently...
Okay.
Migration remains a source of division within the EU, although the numbers of people moving to the West have dropped dramatically since the mass influx in 2015 when about 1 million migrants entered Europe. Anti-migrant sentiments have been on the rise and countries like Austria and Hungary have announced they will not support next month the UN-backed Global Pact for Orderly and Safe Migration. Jamie, though, is undeterred by narrowing options for migrants, and seems certain she will eventually succeed. She speaks with enthusiasm about her plans to conquer 7 of the world's best-known tall buildings, including the Empire State Building in New York and Dubai's Burj Khalifa. You are currently...
Why do you need to be a fucking migrant to the West to do these things? I can't tell if the journo is spinning this or if the woman is smelling her own farts, says Metaphorist. I know, right? This is weird.
Play.
It was the disability check that she came for, says Goatman. Yep. A little of both, says Jesse. Yeah, probably.
When I was a child, it was my dream to climb up the steps of a slide and I never could do that, she recalled. The question why can't I was a driving force for me. Pause.
Well, why didn't you? If you can do it now, if you can climb the steps of Tehran's tower with your arms, why didn't you do it as a child with the slide? Or was it because your parents wouldn't let you? That's a big difference.
Now, Jamie said, the world's tallest towers fill my dreams every night and I hand walk their stairs in my sleep. You are currently on a text element.
So why didn't you hand walk the stairs on the slide?
Jamie's eyes filled with tears as she spread out a t-shirt with a drawing on one side depicting her as a girl looking at a children's slide from wheelchair and the 7 towers on the other. Every morning when I wake up I wait for someone to have faith in me and help me along the path of realizing my dreams, she said. I am sure this will happen. You are currently on a...
You don't wait for people to have faith in you. You fucking show them. How much will it cost to set up the safety measures for these stunts, says Sora Luna? That's a good question. I like sniffing farts, says Goatman.
Navigation.
Oh, that's the end of that story. I believe. Let's see.
Navigation. Link. End of. Navigate. Heading. Frame. Heading. We encourage all readers to share their...
Yeah, it is. So she's waiting for people to have faith in her. Cause you know, that's what you do. You just wait. You can use playground equipment if disabled. Shaking my head. Yeah, that's... Hey, guys. Oh, my God, Adam. That sucks. Adam's car was broken into and his battery cables were cut. For context, Blind and I were arguing over whether or not this level of being in a wheelchair can count as being disabled. Says Pinkalo. Yeah, this woman as a child sounds like she had parents that said she couldn't, which doesn't mean she was disabled. It means that she just had people tell her she couldn't do things. That's a big difference. Okay, let's see here. All right, are you ready for Pinkalo's article here? We're going to do the titular article. And then we're going to do something ridiculous. We're going to read an absolutely ridiculous article after we're going to read this absolutely ridiculous article But then we're going to read another totally ridiculous article. XGF, Adam, says Pinkolo. Good morning, Turk February. No, a crackhead. Oh, okay. Goddamn crackheads. Oh, Pinkolo's here. Where's this stupid headline? There's the stupid headline. Okay, are you ready? Here's Pinkolo's article.
Heading Level 1. University lecturers told don't use caps as it frightens students.
Yes, you heard that correctly. University lecturers told don't use caps as it frightens students. All right.
Heading Level 3. University lecturers have been told not to use words in capital letters when setting assignments because it might frighten students into failure. You are current.
What? You know what's really funny is if this is extended to blind students, do you know how a capital letter is marked? It's marked by one little dot before the beginning of the word or just before the letter. So does that mean that the braille words with the little dots in front of them are terrifying? Be afraid, big letters, says Straight Sith Mail. Adam, if you find that crackhead, give him a cracked head. Nice, Jesse. ROFL, okay, fear me, says Michelle, probably in all caps. Hi, Boatman. By the way, frightening into failure isn't a thing. Yeah, I know. Oh, look at the scary caps. Yeah, I know, right? They have done tests in Japan, or they have done studies in Japan where a test is administered by an intimidating, scary robot. Not a joke, this is true. And people answer faster and more correctly. Huh. Interesting.
Bye. Link. Published. Recommend this on Facebook. Published. 725. Choose. Share on link. Share on pin. Share this by one. Heading Level 3. Leeds Trinity. Journalist video. Heading Level 3.
Leeds Trinity.
What? Heading Level 3. Leeds Trinity. Journalism lecturer discusses the curriculum. Video player. Leeds Trinity. Journalism lecturer discusses the curriculum. Video play. But mute. 100 current time 0.
There is a video, but I don't
Slack,
want
duration,
to
2,
risk
40,
getting struck.
0.
So
Prop captions. Collab. Full. Twitter. Button. Share. End of. Staff at Leeds Trinity. End of. Video player. Staff at Leeds Trinity School of Journalism have also been told to write in a helpful, warm tone, avoiding officious language and negative instructions. Some blasted the move as more academic mollycoddling of the snowflake generation, and enhancing student understanding, engagement and achievement. Memo lists dos and don'ts, with do and don't among words frowned upon.
a list of do and don't with a list of do's and don'ts with the words do's and don'ts as frowned upon. Really? I think we need to desensitize them by sending them tweets in all capitals. I agree. I agree.
Heading level 3. Related articles. Link. Courts leaders. Courts leaders say capitalizing a word could emphasize the difficulty or high-stakes nature of the task. You are current.
What?
Link. Course leaders say capitalizing a word could emphasize the difficulty or high-stakes nature of the task.
Okay. Isn't that a good thing?
A Swift _0. Memo says, despite our best attempts to explain a Swift memo says, despite our best attempts to explain assessment tasks, any lack of clarity can generate anxiety and even discourage students from attempting the assessment at all. You are currently on a tech.
What? Okay, but wouldn't a capitalizing something to emphasize what? 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 I am very confused. I woke up in a really good mood. This is just ruining my day. Thanks, BP. Oh well, it's my pleasure, Turk. It's my pleasure. I'm very confused by that statement. Wouldn't emphasizing certain things in the assignment mean that would be clarifying things? And writing things in a positive, helpful tone. Does this mean that all of my son's report cards are going to be glowing all the time throughout school, like even in high school? And that's a school for journalists. No wonder this news and reporting is crap now. It's just babies who can't handle anything. I know, Michelle, I know. Capital letters, be careful, very dangerous. Yes, they're very pointy.
Promoted story. Link. Generally, avoid using capital letters for emphasis and the overuse of do and especially don't. You are
what? Hi. Thank you.
You okay?
Yes.
Hi.
Bye.
One of the kids lost one of my wrenches.
Oh, good. Not. So try not to say do and definitely don't say don't. What? But how are you supposed to tell people what you don't want in your assignment? How does that, what? It's an A+, not an A+. Aren't letter grades written in capitals? Yes. That's exactly right, Turk. They are written in capital letters. Why not make using any words hate crimes while they're at it? Yeah.
Using caps letters when setting assignments might frighten students into failure. You are currently on a text element.
How?
Image. Frederick Florin /A at lecture. Image. Dick lecturers. Write in a helpful, warm tone, avoiding officious language and negative instructions. You are
negative instructions. But you are making it sound like negative instructions is telling them what to do or telling them what they do and what they don't want on the assignment. Use those subversive underlines. Yep. Well, they frighten me and I don't like it. If they don't like it, go to school online. Online is full of all caps, Jesse. This is a case for homeschooling. Yep.
Image. The memo also says that staff must be explicit about any inexplicitness in their assignment briefs. You are currently
What? Explicit about any inexplicitness in their what? How do you be explicit about your inexplicitness? This is some double plus ungood speak, comrade. This is redonkulous.
And it warns that when students are unsure of an assessment, they often talk to each other and any misconceptions or misunderstandings quickly spread throughout the group, usually aided and abetted by Facebook. You are current.
Oh, it's Facebook's fault, is it? But you're making this so frickin'. You're making it impossible for teachers to be clear in their assignments now. So now the misconceptions are going to be spreading more. God, you people are stupid.
This can lead to further confusion and students may even then decide that the assessment is too difficult and not attempt it. You are current. One staff member said they use capitals to emphasize the importance of a particular point so students do not miss it. Heading level 3. Students celebrate new NUS president with jazz hand. Video play. Students play video. But 100 end of video. Students at the university said the guidance was sharing best practice from the latest teaching research. Adding, we take pride in supporting our students to be the very best they can be.
No, you really don't. You really, really don't. You take pride in infantilizing your students. These special snowflakes ruin school for normal kids. Hey, forward this to MSS News. I forgot to send this to Scribe. Or I forgot to give this to Monkey. He'll be pissed off about this. Yep.
Students of Manchester have voted to ban clapping over feared. Heading level 3. Link. Sponsored.
I think, yeah, that's the end of that story. So that was the one Pincalo sent me yesterday that I forgot to read, but I'm glad I read it today because holy fuck. Thank you, Pincalo. Let's see here. Which story should I end with here? Oh, yes. I remember now. How long before underlining is hateful, says Boatman. You know what has no capitals in it, says Turk February. What does it say here? Vaporwave. This is just sneaky vaporwave taking over. People are dying because Canada's stem cell registry is too white. Let me say that again. People are dying because Canada's stem cell registry is too white.
Because Canada's stem cell heading level 2. Registries aren't at all reflective of the country's rapidly changing population. 443. Link. Share on link. Link. Adrienne Mans. Rocheline Mans was diagnosed with 2 rare blood diseases earlier this year. Image. Adrienne Mans. Rocheline Mans was diagnosed with 2 rare blood diseases earlier this year. When Rocheline Mans began to complain of body aches this past summer, her family wasn't immediately alarmed. She was just a teenager. They thought she would be fine. You are currently on. But a little while later, when the Calgary high schooler nearly fainted while attending summer classes, her family rushed her to hospital. The news wasn't good. Doctors first diagnosed Rocheline with link, aplastic anemia, rare, life-threatening blood disease that blocks the bone marrow from producing blood cells. Then, she was diagnosed with link, paroxysmal nocturnal hemoglobinuria, another serious blood disease. You are.
Well, that really sucks. That really, really sucks for her. Damn you white people and your shuffle cards. Science. Yeah, I know, right? Does that include people's white blood cells? Yes, maybe. How white you say? What the F, says Michelle. Wait, what? Says Sorluna. You know what would fix this issue? Looser immigration laws. Face with the stuck out tongue.
The Mance family. Image. Visited. Link. Adrienne Mance. The Mance family. From that moment, Rocheline's life was upended. The bi-weekly hospital trips for blood transfusions started. She couldn't attend summer school, and her plans to stack up on extracurriculars and advanced classes were halted. You are current.
Yes, and that's really shitty. That would be shitty for anybody. White or not. That would be really shitty for anybody.
She became so weak her dad had to carry her to the bathroom. Her mom took a leave of absence from work. Her sisters, Adrienne, 27, and Kirsten, 19, pulled back on their own commitments to help as much as they could. You are current, and shortly after Rocheline's sweet 16, the desperate search to find a bone marrow donor to save her life began. You are.
Why is she adopted? Why aren't they looking into the family? Like, is she adopted? Is this the problem?
Heading level 3. Against the odds. Stem cell and bone marrow matches rely heavily on inherited ancestral tissue type, so matches typically occur between people of similar heritage. Around 25% of patients are able to find a match within their own family. The rest are forced to rely on an unrelated donor. Rocheline, who is Filipino, faces an uphill battle. The adult stem cell donor database is only 0.85% Filipino. Dr. Heidi Almozan at the Canadian Blood Services told HuffPost Canada, you are currently on it.
So is that a white person problem, or is that a cultural issue on the part of people from different countries either not understanding about stem cell donorship or believing that it's against their religion, or like, is that, do you know what I mean? I don't think that's a white person issue. I don't think it's white people's fault that immigrants that are coming here are not donating their stem cells. I don't understand why.
Neither Rocheline's parents nor her sisters were a match. So in August, the Mance family launched. Link. Match for Rocheline. Campaign. They have hosted several donor registration events in Calgary, Edmonton, and Winnipeg since then. There are 851,410 people of Filipino descent in Canada, 2.42% of the Canadian population according to the UARC Link latest population census. Some 655 of them have been swabbed so far as part of the campaign. So far, no match. You are currently on it. Rocheline explains her condition as part of the Match for Rocheline campaign. Story continues after video frame. Almost 70% of the global adult registry is white, so white patients in Canada stand a reasonable chance of scoring an anonymous donor match. But many non-white groups, including Black, Indigenous, East Asian, and South Asian communities, remain critically underrepresented in the world stem cell registries, dramatically impacting minority patients' chances of surviving an array of life-threatening diseases.
But why is that? It's a globalization issue. Like, it's not hard to ask the Philippines to cooperate without a healthcare system to save a life. Yeah, but they're talking about the Filipinos here in Canada. Like, why is this? But like, why are they making this seem like it's a white person's, like, the way that this is being written is that a white person, it's white people's fault that the stem cell registry in Canada, which is a predominantly white country, has a lot of white donors in it. Certain religious sects, I'm not going to say which ones, tends to think that drawing blood for science is haram, says Pink Hollow. But we won't do it because it's easier to let someone die than do diplomacy. Yeah. So a majority white country that has majority white DNA. Why are you wanting to live there? Yeah. Also, this does come right down to, are they saying that they should steal stem cell genetics from minorities? Maybe. Because it sells the news story. Yep. That would fix immigration. Okay, that's half of your liver, or that's one liver, one eye, and half your bone marrow. Oh, Streamlabs. Let's plug in the headphones so you guys don't have to deal with me going and getting my checking my Streamlabs here. Ah, coffee. All right. Let's check the Streamlabs here. A $2 donation from Duck Dog. Tim Hortons sucks. It does now. I'm not going to dispute that.
As the face of Canada changes, the consequences will only get more grave. By 2031, 1 in 3 Canadians will belong to a visible minority and 1 in 4 Canadians will be foreign-born. You are currently on a text element.
Then maybe we should slow that down and or provide more. Philippine folk tend to be insanely devout Catholics. Yep. Do they wear the Catholic school uniform? If not, I don't give a care. Had someone here very religious complaining. Wait. They're very religious and then being very religious and then complaining that no one is a donor because no one in his family will donate because of religious reasons. Wow. Yeah, that's stupid.
Link. According to Statistics Canada, for the offspring of the some 360,045 racially mixed couples in Canada, the possibility of finding a donor will be slimmer still.
Then you need to start educating people on donating stem cells. This is not a white person's. This is not a white people are. This is being written as though white people are purposely donating more and more stem cells on purpose, as like this secret eugenics project to freaking cut out the minorities and make sure that they can't get treatment for severe diseases. Like, that's how this sounds. What's a visible minority? Is there invisible minorities? I don't know, Goatman. I do not know.
When you add blended ethnicities to that mix, it makes the matching more complex and the ability to find a match a steeper hill to climb. Specifically for Canada, Dina Mercer, Director of Canadian Blood Services One Match Stem Cell Network. Link. Told the Globe and Mail. Period. Frame. Most people get, so why are there so few donors of color? Elmo's cites a lack of awareness, as well as considerable language barriers.
Ha! That's exactly what I said. And that is not a white person problem. So that article title is frickin' ridiculous.
Most people don't realize the emergency we have on our hands until they're faced with someone in their family or circle of friends who needs a transplant, she said. You are Adrienne, who runs her sister's online campaign, agrees. She suggested that a lack of cultural awareness and skepticism around Canadian healthcare practices also contributed to the lack of donations from people of color. You are currently...
So that's their own cultural bias and their own, dare I say, racism? As of this morning's hour and a half event on the toilet, I am officially done with Tim Hortons, says Pincalo. Pincalo, bringing the news that matters. Yeah, exactly.
In the Philippines, there is no such thing as a stem cell donor bank, Adrienne told HuffPost. The concept and how important it is wasn't taught to us. Many immigrants have the same lack of awareness. You are...
So exactly. So this is not like...
Left double quotation mark. Most people don't realize the emergency we have on our hands until... Elle Mosin also stressed the need for committed donors, people who go through with the donation once they are identified as a match. Link. One study by the American Society of Hematology found that minority donors are more likely to opt out of participation than their white counterparts, citing religious objections to donation, more concerns about the risks, and a greater likelihood of having been discouraged from donating.
So they're I hate to say this, but they're uneducated. They're uneducated and they are blinded by their religion. God damn it, I just found out gift basket time. I just got a call for 11. Oh, God. Rolling Bear says, Tim Hortons sucks. I miss Robin's Death by Chocolate Donuts. I've never had Robin's.
The fact that fewer potential donors of minority descent opt to proceed toward donation when they are identified as a match greatly disadvantages minority patients who are searching for an unrelated donor, writes the University of Pittsburgh's Dr. Galen E. Switzer in the study. The same study found, however, that minority donors were less likely to drop out if their social group was aware that they were potential donors, a scenario borne out when individual patients petition their social and community networks to become volunteer donors.
So, shaming works? Is that what this is saying? Oh, your dad was a baker at Robin's? Oh, okay. Gift basket time, Jacob Navo, is Pincalo's a courier. So every year around this time of year, the Christmas season, because he delivers to lawyers and all this shit. So every year he gets like tons and tons of gift baskets that he has to deliver to different offices, and it's usually like 10 or 11 at a time.
Leveraging those odds, many families have taken matters into their own hands and made headlines in the process, including link. Ryan Denali. Left link. Ryan Denali, whose Afghani Vietnamese heritage shrunk his odds of finding a match. And link. Bila Nyogen, a friend of the man's family who was diagnosed with T-cell lymphoma earlier this year. The Nyogens actually helped launch the Match for Roshline campaign. You are currently on a text element.
Okay, so they're doing different things to make this to make it possible to get a match. They're these massive monstrosities that are in cellophane and they break all the time. Oh, God. But seriously, what a clickbaity article title. Like, holy fuck.
I didn't know anything about running a website or fundraising, Adrienne said. They had a lot of experience combing the country for a match for Bila. They were so kind to lend me their expertise. Heading level 3. Getting the word out. In 2014, friends and colleagues of Mae Duong launched a campaign of their own when she was given 2 months to find a Vietnamese stem cell donor. The impact of the link, Save Mae Duong campaign, which featured a young advertising strategist and her then 5-year-old daughter, reverberated throughout her native Quebec. Some 2,000 Vietnamese Canadians registered as donors. In the flurry, 2 Canadians and 1 American with critical blood diseases were able to find matches. While Duong didn't find a match through the campaign, her life was saved through the donation of a compatible umbilical cord from an unidentified mother. You are Link, another painless option for people considering stem cell donation. Period. Duong told herself that if she survived her ordeal, she'd set out widening the donor base for the tens of thousands of minority patients pleading for a match of their own, patients who didn't have the time or resources to campaign for themselves. You are currently at Crane.
So they're doing something good. Like, this is... Fuck you, HuffPost. Pretty much any Northern and Eastern European would be visible, would be invisible minorities. Yeah. Oh my goodness. But yeah, like screw you, Huffington Post. You're making it sound like white people are these like people are dying because the stem cell registry is too white. Like, no, it's people are freaking wow. What a ridiculous thing. Holy fuck. This is an uneducation problem. This is an education issue. This is not a race issue. And screw the Huffington Post for making it a race issue. That's ridiculous. You don't need to make everything a fucking race issue. I'm not surprised I'm pissed off. The title is pure race baiting, says Straight Seth Mail. Yeah. No, I'm not surprised I'm pissed off. I'm not, trust me. I'm not surprised I'm pissed off. I just am pissed off. Ugh. And with that, guys, it's 25 after 11. So if you guys have any questions for me, I'm going to go till 11:30. Because, again, my throat is kind of giving out on me here. And I've been coughing in your ears quite enough. And my snack has worn off. I'm hungry again. So the hell with race. My wheelchair is too slow to race. Aw, that sucks. HuffPo is all about manufactured outrage. It's true. It's true. So, guys, if you guys have anything you want to ask or say or anything, we'll go till 11:30. Pinkalo doesn't do Facebook. Oh my goodness. Dinner was nice, ate too much. Oh, well, goddamn. Yeah, Pink Color doesn't like Facebook, and I don't really like Facebook much either anymore. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. Did I have any news from doggy trainers? Yes. I spoke with them on Monday. I'm gonna call my doctor as soon as I'm done with the stream because they haven't got back to me yet for an appointment to get the medical form filled out. My orientation and mobility instructor is filling out her questionnaire. And then I'm going to be getting a call from the field worker that works with my area. And she'll be setting up a home interview with me, and that can take a few weeks to a couple of months. And once she does that, she sends a report back with her recommendations as to either whether I'm ready for a guide dog or what's it called? Or whether there's a few things I still need to work on. So that I'm just waiting for that call, and I'm going to be calling my doctor again to set up an appointment to get the medical form filled out. Let's see. Churchy says, I wish I had the problem of eating too much. I'm on a diet. I eat a diet and eat less than 1,000 calories on average. Oh, God. I kind of want a Thanksgiving meal now, says Sora Luna. Facebook in the 70s involved a large bump in the face of someone you didn't like. Very nice. Oh, Michelle says soon you'll be on that diet. I'm approved for gastric bypass. Okay. Let's see. Well, guys, it's about 11:30, so I'm gonna wrap it up here because my throat's kind of sore. I'm sure you can tell. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me. Thanks to Duck Dog for the donation. Thank you for the likes and the shares. Thank you guys again for all the awesome donations that has allowed me to get the PS4, and I can't wait to play some newer games and show you guys that. I made a Twitch channel for the new PlayStation gaming, and we're gonna stream it also on YouTube, so it's gonna be simulcasting. It's blind_press on Twitch. Because it's apparently easier to stream from Twitch from a console. So, but we're gonna figure out how to do simulcasting as well. So yeah, I hope everyone has a great day, and tune in tomorrow for another coffee stream. And I hope everyone stays safe out there. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.